Today is Thursday, January 26th, 2023. It is probably 30 degrees outside and it is snowing, and Bryant and I are going to LA tomorrow. So I'm very excited to be getting out of Ohio and going to Venice area in California, where it is like 60s and sunny right now. But before we head out, I wanted to show you what I'm packing with me. Bryant and I got these tickets super cheap. They were pretty much like $38 each. And then I got the travel insurance, and to fly straight to LA and back for both of us ended up being a little bit less than $200. So that's a great deal. One of the ways that we were able to get such a good deal on these tickets is that we did not select our seats. So I already actually checked in online for our flight tomorrow morning, and even though we didn't choose our seats next to each other, we still got placed in adjacent seats. I'm 9, one of us is 9D, the other is 9E. So I think that's like kind of a way to get around like all these additional upcharges that airline companies will try to get you on. You do not have to select your seats. Of course, there's a chance you won't sit next to the person you're flying with, but if you're both adults, then it almost seems like it's worth the sacrifice if, you know, aside from if you have any like condition or necessity to sit together. But yeah, and then another way we ended up getting cheaper tickets is that we did not pay to have any carry-on or checked bags. So we are flying by the seat of our pants. No, not really. We are flying with our personal items only. And a personal item, I think, is like a purse, like a messenger bag, a backpack. And we are going to try to take full advantage of that. So I wanted to show you what I am bringing with me. I'm not fully packed yet. It is about probably 3:30 or 4 p.m. on Thursday, and our flight leaves at 5:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I don't have everything packed. Like, I can't pack my toothbrush yet, stuff like that. But this is like the gist of what I'm packing. I have, well, let's start with the outfit I'm wearing tomorrow. So tomorrow I have my socks, my undies, my white t-shirt I'm wearing jeans because jeans are bulky, so I want to wear those on the flight so that they take up less room in my bag. And also a hoodie for warmth. This is a hoodie I will be wearing throughout the weekend. And I'm also going to be wearing my hat and having a rain jacket over my hoodie. And that is just how I'm going to bring all my bulky clothes. It is going to be probably pretty cold tomorrow morning here in Ohio. Our friend Kelly is driving us, and so I'm going to wear my winter jacket in the car and on the ride there, and then I'm just going to leave my coat with her. She's also watching her cats for us, so she'll just drop off my coat at home. I think Brian's going to do that too. For like super like stuff I want to keep close to me, I have a fanny pack, and so far in it I have chapstick and my sunglasses that are wrapped up in a cloth. I did not want to carry them in their hardback case because that's just additional weight. And then I'm also going to have my wallet in here, and my phone, and my flags, my little post-it flags for my book. And I'm probably just going to tuck my book under my arm, honestly. But I feel like there's other things I was going to put in here. Wallet. Oh, boarding pass type things. And yeah, I think that's it. I was also going to have my fanny pack on me, but like since I'm wearing a couple jackets, I was gonna like tuck that over it so that they don't like count this as my personal item. Because like you go through security, but then you're like free to hang around or go wherever. You know, there's so many different like gates, and they don't really like pat you down or check you before you get on the airplane. So I was just gonna kind of make it look like I had an even bigger gut for that. So in terms of the personal item that I'm officially deeming my personal item is this backpack. It's Eddie Bauer, the same brand as my fanny pack. Got these a couple years ago. I like this backpack because it's very lightweight on its own, and it has 2 mesh pockets for like water bottles, and then it has just 2 smaller pouches. It's a pretty good size bag, pretty standard. But for clothing, I have my pairs of socks for each day. Have a cute little shirt in case we go out to like a bar or somewhere I want to look a little nicer. I have pajamas, leggings, and a t-shirt. The t-shirt I am going to wear on Monday, which is our returning day, along with the jeans that I'm wearing to there, and the hoodies too, so I don't have to bring an extra shirt or anything. I have a tank top and leggings for Saturday. I have underwear, which I'm not going to show you. And then I have for Sunday these jeans and a black long sleeve shirt. I wasn't going to wear another pair of jeans. Like, I wanted to bring a dress to wear because it was like going to be smaller. But on Sunday we're going to Disneyland, and the weather's supposed to be like 57 and rainy. And I was gonna wear the dress on Saturday and then the leggings on Sunday, but I think that I'll be too cool. Like, I'll be too chilly on Saturday in a dress because it's only supposed to be like 60 and sunny, like a high of 60. So I was like, okay, I'll move that legging outfit to Sunday. And since it's gonna be a little cooler at Disney, I don't want to be cold. I feel like leggings, when I wear leggings, I'm not as warm as I am when I wear jeans. And these jeans are really cool. They have like a bunch of pockets in them, so I figured that'd be good for like keeping my phone in there, just anything I want easy access to that I don't have to like, you know, get around in my backpack. Because I am going to bring this backpack when we go to Disney. I brought it to Disneyland or Disney World. We went to Disney World a couple years ago, and it worked out really well. And I'm also going to be wearing that rain jacket at Disney because it's supposed to be kind of rain showers throughout the day. This is just a black long sleeve shirt. I figure if I buy a shirt while I'm there, I can just throw it over the long sleeve shirt, and if the sun comes out, then anyway, you don't care about that. You'll see in the footage what ends up happening with that. And then I have like toiletries in here. I have a few more things I need to add to this, like my toothbrush and all that, but pretty much just like lotion, deodorant, toothpaste, some Advil. And it all fits in here, and then I have plenty of room. So let's go ahead and shove it in there and see how it all looks. Okay, so I will start with the jeans. Oh, another thing I'm going to be bringing is a water bottle. Of course, you can't bring like a water bottle that's full of water with you, but you can empty it and bring the empty water bottle with you. And then what I'm planning on doing is just going to Starbucks and asking for like a cup of water, and then I can just pour it in my water bottle. And I'm pretty sure they'll give you water for free at Starbucks, especially because we'll probably end up getting coffee or something because it's gonna be like 5 a.m. Okay, so that all fits in here, and then I have all this room at the top. Another thing I am going to shove in here is a Ziploc bag for soiled undergarments. I mean like dirty socks and stuff. So that's going to go in here. This will fit really easily at the top. In this other pocket, I do have a little towel that I like to use for my face. It's kind of like a microfiber type texture, so I don't like putting regular towels on my face. I try to avoid getting acne. And yeah, so that's pretty much the packing stitch. And like I said, I have all this room up here. So if I buy things, they'll fit, hopefully. And like I said, I have the fanny pack. This is the book I'm bringing. It's kind of chunky. I'm so excited to read it. It might even almost fit in my fanny pack. So, actually, I think this could zip closed over it. I'm really excited, guys. All right. Well, I am going to go and clean stuff and prepare even further for this trip. And when you next see us, we'll probably be at the airport, or at least leaving for the airport. See ya. On Friday, we got to the airport at 4:45 a.m. I was rather naive to think that the airport wouldn't be that busy that early in the morning, because it definitely was. We waited in the security line for maybe 30 minutes, and by the time we got out, our gate was right there, but they were closing the gate in 5 minutes, and the Starbucks line was very long, even though, again, it was right there. So we just got right on the plane. I did not get any water, and we were flying Spirit, so they were charging $4 for a bottle of water, and I was like, no thank you. So the flight attendant gave me a cup of ice, which melted into like 2 sips of water. Anyway, the flight was about 4.5 hours long. There was some delay before we took off because the plane needed washed or de-iced or something, but the flight itself was pretty fine. There was a beautiful sunrise happening on the opposite side of the plane from us, and even it was kind of nice that I was in the aisle because then I could peek over people to see the sunrise, but I was appalled that there were people sitting right next to the window on the other side of the plane, and they were just not paying attention to the sunrise that was happening before them. It was so beautiful. I almost wanted to like tap one of them on the shoulders and be like, "Hi, can you please take a picture of the sunrise for me?" But I didn't want to be that person. Everybody just seemed so underwhelmed by it, and I was like, there's this beautiful sunrise happening. Anyway, there's a little bit of footage I took of me being creepy and trying to capture the sunrise. But then we got to LA at like 8 a.m. We made it! We were just waiting for Andrew to pick us up. Me too.
It is.
You can sit in the front. Hello! Good, how are you?
Welcome.
We made it!
Good to see you guys.
Good morning. How was your sleep?
Yeah, the terminal is
Stupid?
yeah, but today it was shocking. No, I guess they had to give up their tent. So they were allowed to keep all their belongings, but they had to give up their tent as part of the program. And I guess a lot of them are considering it like a symbolic thing where they give up their tent. And that's them moving on to a different.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I think that's like kind of funny.
No, I know, but like this is Lincoln. Lincoln goes north-south. It's like the main road near Venice. So you can pretty much see most of the west side here. But I mean, LA is just surrounded by a mountain on all sides. It's
That's
just
kinda
fucking
cool.
huge. Yeah. This is where the rich people live, over here to the left.
Ooh, I can tell by the giant mountain they constructed.
Yeah.
Throughout the weekend, we did a lot of driving around with Andrew. He took us to a bunch of different places that he either thought we would like or just wanted to point out. But he does a lot of driving around LA, so he was a perfect tour guide, telling us the details about all the different neighborhoods and what each one was like. For example, Venice is really flat because they have an ordinance that buildings can't be more than 3 stories tall. So it was really interesting to get his insight, and it was fun to just be a passenger and look out the window at all the different sights and the different trees and plants and vegetation and all that. So it was really interesting to like check it out and just see the different areas. Throughout the weekend, I don't really know if I mentioned it earlier in the video, but we stayed with Andrew and his girlfriend Sarah, who was super, super nice, and their other roommate. They live in Venice, so we were very close to the beach, and it was just an all-around great time. The first thing we did when we got there is go get breakfast at this breakfast diner place called Ray's. It had super cheap and super delicious.
The PCH, baby. And then past Santa Monica is the Palisades, the Pacific Palisades, where all the rich people live. So you can see the coast is over there. So that's where we're going to drive, is up that way.
Mm-hmm.
So Point Dume is at the end, and the one we're going to go to is more in the middle.
After that, we drove down PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, and Andrew took us to a couple different places. The first one that you will see is Tuna Canyon, which had a beautiful overlook of LA and the ocean. And the second place that you will see later on is Dume Point? I can't remember. I took a picture of the sign, so you'll see what it is. But Dume Point was really cool too. There were a lot of different views and trails around that. And you will see all of this footage unfold. It was really neat driving up to Tuna Canyon, which is the one that we're currently on the way to in this clip, because as you will see from the zoomed in footage of Andrew's GPS on his phone, the path was super winding and it was very narrow and not too many guardrails. So that was a cool drive, although a little bit nerve-wracking.
Beaks, you know, there's a whole bunch of them flying by. They always just look so cool, just coasting around, you know.
Yeah, I love watching the birds. I think it would be really cool to be a bird.
I like
Oh my
them.
God, there's so many of
I
them
know.
down there.
I like them better from this distance than up close, because up close they're smelly and loud and weird.
Yeah.
But when they're just flying by, it's nice. Yeah, usually these rocks have seals on them, but it must be south right now. Probably back in the summertime. It's so cool to just watch the water too.
Yeah.
It's like it's alive or something, you know? It does feel like that, though. You see those little birds hopping along here.
Bird footprints. Then after we went to the different hikes, we came back to his place and walked down to Venice Beach, where we got some empanadas, stopped at a bookstore called Small World Books, which had a bookstore cat, actually two of them. I only caught one of them on film. And then we watched the sunset on the beach. It was so beautiful. Then after that, we got dinner at Sushi Hanashi, which had delicious sushi and these really good different dinners. I got a salmon dinner with a salad, rice, tempura, veggies, and yeah, it was just so good. Oh, it also came with soup, some miso soup beforehand. And that's it for day one. We were exhausted. We went to bed at 10 p.m., slept so well, and stay tuned for day two.